Scarlett Johansson's name can easily be found on virtually any list of attractive Hollywood stars. She's undeniably gorgeous, sure. But if you think Johansson achieved international superstar success by relying on her appearance, you couldn't be more wrong. There's a lot to be learned about Johansson from her incredible career. So here's the untold truth behind one of the brightest stars in Hollywood. Talented family. There's no question that Scarlett Johansson is blessed with some seriously killer genes. Johansson and her siblings were raised in a home where cinema was a staple. Her mother, Melanie Sloan, was an aspiring actress and film lover. When Johansson was 8 years old, her mom enrolled her in the famous Lee Strasberg Theater Institute for Young People, setting her own dreams aside to help her daughter achieve world-renowned success. Hot twin alert! Speaking of family, your favorite Marvel maven has a twin, younger than her by 3 minutes, and that's pretty much the next best thing to a full-on ScarJo clone.
The it you're referring to is my little brother.
Hunter Johansson isn't quite as famous as his superstar sis, but he isn't lurking in the shadow of his twin spotlight. Hunter worked as part of both President Obama's election campaigns and also served as a community organizer for Scott Stringer, former Manhattan Borough president. Katy Perry's muse. Katy Perry's I Kissed a Girl is a one-of-a-kind, unforgettable little number, which makes sense considering it was inspired by a one-of-a-kind, unforgettable A-list celeb. In an interview with Steppin' Out magazine, Perry revealed the exact moment she was struck for inspiration for the summertime jam. I Kissed a Girl was inspired when I opened up a magazine and I saw a picture of Scarlett Johansson. Perry even told her boyfriend at the time that she hoped he'd be okay with her making out with Johansson should the opportunity ever arise. Johansson, who was married to Ryan Reynolds at the time of the song's release, told Allure, "That's flattering, but my lips are kinda taken." That voice. Johansson lent her talents to the 2016 animated musical hit Sing, but it was hardly Johansson's first musical role. The star played a down-on-her-luck aspiring songstress in the 2009 romantic comedy He's Just Not That Into You. Johansson's musical talent isn't limited to the movies. She's also released several studio albums, beginning with Anywhere I Lay My Head in 2008 and Breakup alongside Pete Yorn in 2009. In April 2018, Johansson announced a brand new collaboration with Yorn called Apart by releasing an electronic pop-inspired single, Bad Dreams. She doesn't always land the part. Johansson revealed to radio personality Howard Stern that this gal doesn't take handouts. She works for what she has, auditions for roles she wants, and unfortunately doesn't always get them. She auditioned with laryngitis and was ultimately rejected for the role of Fantine in Les Miserables. But that wasn't the first time Johansson lost a role to a fellow superstar. When she was just a kid, Johansson was considered for Jumanji, her raw talent on full display, but the role eventually went to Kirsten Dunst. Johansson joked to Howard Stern,
"No, I wasn't bitter enough at then."
Yeah, now you're
I'm bitter.
Challenge accepted. Scarlett Johansson has played a multitude of roles in her career, but one of her biggest came in 2014 when the star gave birth to her daughter, Rose Dorothy. She joked to Entertainment Tonight, "I don't profess to know anything about parenting. Being a working mom is an incredible challenge. It's an incredible gift." It's safe to say that little Rose thinks her mom is doing a great job at the whole parenting thing. In an interview with Ellen DeGeneres, Johansson gushed, "If you ask her what I do for a living, she says mommy's a superhero." The fairy tale role. Even international superstars have dreams, and Johansson is no exception. In an interview with the New York Times, she was asked what on-screen experiences she'd like to create for her daughter. She shared, "Right now I think we both share the dream that I will someday be a Disney princess." Although she hasn't landed that role just yet, Johansson's daughter has no problem asking her mom to sing Disney songs for her.
I'll sing like something like this song from Moana, and then she'll be like, "Next!" And then it's like she doesn't want that one, so then I'll do The Little Mermaid.
Proud Avenger. She may not be a Disney princess, but Scarlett Johansson successfully secured her place within Disney's Marvel Cinematic Universe when she scored the role of Natasha Romanoff, also known as Black Widow. But that almost didn't happen, as Marvel originally targeted Emily Blunt for the role. As for why she didn't end up in the role, Blunt shared, "It just wasn't the right time." It's hard to imagine any actress other than Johansson kicking butt as Black Widow, and Johansson is pretty proud of herself for tackling such a physically challenging role. She told Vanity Fair, "I'm always kind of amazed when I see myself as the Black Widow. I'm like, I kick ass." High-profile romance. Scarlett Johansson is no stranger to high-profile relationships. In September 2008, she married Ryan Reynolds in a secret ceremony after being engaged for only 4 months. Their marriage ended in 2010, and Johansson hinted to Cosmopolitan that the divorce was caused by competitiveness between the two actors. Johansson married again 4 years later, this time to French journalist Romain Doriac, with whom she had little Rose. That romance came to an end 3 years later when the couple finalized their divorce in September 2017. Luckily, when this gal gets knocked down, she gets right back up again. In late 2017, Johansson and Saturday Night Live writer and Weekend Update anchor Colin Jost were rumored to be dating. The cute couple confirmed their relationship at the Avengers Infinity War red carpet premiere in April 2018, posing for photographers and looking totally in love.
When it works, it's really worth it.
Using her platform. As a megastar, Scarlett Johansson is not afraid to use her platform to give voice to the voiceless. Johansson attended the Women's March on Washington in January 2017, delivering a speech to the massive crowd.
President Trump, I did not vote for you. That said, I respect that you are our president-elect, and I want to be able to support you.
Before Johansson could consider supporting Trump, however, she had a request.
But first, I ask that you support me. Support my sister. Support my mother.
Johansson continued.
Support the men and women here today that are anxiously awaiting to see how your next moves may drastically affect their lives.
Thanks for watching. Click the list icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.